This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update for November 12th. Well, corn contracts traded higher right out of the gate yesterday and made their peak about 9:40 in the morning, which was followed by a fairly quick sell-off. On the demand front, we continue to hear rumors of Chinese interest in Ukrainian corn and U.S. milo. Now, with our government closed yesterday, traders will be watching for any sales announcements that may come from the USDA today. At the close, we had December futures a quarter of a cent higher, as they settled at $5.69 per bushel. Soybeans also made their daily high early in the session before selling off, but still managed to close higher for the session. While harvest is wrapping up here in the U.S., down in South America, they're getting the crop planted and this is getting off to a good start. Yesterday, we saw CONAB raise their estimate of Brazil's soybean crop to 142 million metric tons. That's up 1.2 million from their previous estimate. At yesterday's close, we had January soybean futures 4 3/4 cents higher, ending the day at $12.21.5 per bushel. We have a giant game of chicken going on in the wheat. Argentina has approved the planting of GMO wheat that contained the drought-resistant characteristics. It now comes down to the global consumer. Flour mills will not touch GMO wheat regardless of what the science may say if they get resistance from consumers. That could very quickly limit Argentinian wheat to the livestock feed market if world buyers shun it, and that would further reduce what is already a very tight supply of global quality milling wheat. On the other hand, it could open the floodgates to more widespread production of GMO wheat if consumer resistance is less than what it's currently perceived to be. For now, the market is betting that the consumer will not accept the GMO wheat, further tightening global supplies. That was certainly reflected in yesterday's trade, with Minneapolis December futures ending the day 7 cents higher at $10.53 1/4 cents. Kansas City was up 10.5, closing out at $8.28 a bushel. And Chicago futures were 9.5 cents better for the day as they settled at $8.12.5 cents. Cotton futures had a pretty quiet session. At the finish, we had March futures 36 points better, settling at 115.41. Livestock futures were split. February live cattle were 42.5 cents lower, closing at $136.40 per hundredweight. January feeder cattle were $1.02.5 higher as they settled at $159.07.5 per hundred. Lean hog futures were a touch weaker, with the February down 25 cents, closing at $79.07.5 per hundred. Class 3 milk futures had a fairly wide trading range and closed just a touch better for the day. At the finish, we had December futures 5 points higher, settling at $18.08. Meat cutout values were mixed. Choice box beef ended the day 38 cents lower, closing at $285.14. Select boxes were up 16 cents as they settled at $267.29. And pork carcass cutout values made a huge move higher. They are $5.23 better, settling at $95.80 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.